started last year around July. We were 5 of us sitting at the table at the Blue Bottle having a coffee, and we said, oh, it shouldn't just be 5, right? It was one of these big tables. You could at least have 10 people there, and we say, okay, we have the goal to fill this table. And so then at that time, Julieta, partner at Home Team Ventures, who couldn't join us today, and me, director for the tech office at Hilti, decided to start a group, and Vivian, who is sitting in the back, offered to send around an email to all the women he knew in the industry to help us start building these groups.
And was founded. Hello, hi everyone. My name is Alan. I also work in Progreso in Guatemala. I'm a facility
director of an innovation program at Structured Home Building Group based out of New York.
Korean Stewart, I'm a construction technology manager at Waukee Tool.
Hi, I'm Melissa Shaw, and I'm a managing partner at Blackthorn Ventures, an early-stage venture firm with offices in Denver, New York, and Palo Alto.
Hi, I'm Louisa Nickens from LMRE, so we recruit into the construction industry and all of real estate when it comes down to technology and innovation.
And I'm Jen Seward. Thank you, Evart, for that wonderful intro. I'm Vice President of Technical Services, which is really just an umbrella of innovation, virtual construction, operations technology, and some of our MEP services as well. So I work for Becker Construction, based out of Chicago, a local large general contractor.
Hi, I'm Priyanka Parker. I'm a Senior Marketing Manager at Alice Technologies, and Alice is a construction optioning platform for construction.
Real deadlines in construction, something has to be built. And so I came back to Chicago and said, I think I want to be in construction, but I don't know what that means. And just so you know, my background, my great-grandfather worked for Franklin, right? Like, I just only knew about being an architect. I didn't even realize you could be an engineer until I was going to grad school in the building world. And then thinking about construction was like, I felt like a traitor to my own kind, wanting to switch. So, long story short, I came back. Another large general contractor, Mortensen, approached me and said, hey, we have this virtual construction role. And I said, you do? What is that? Sat with them, talked to them, and realized, wow, you are doing all the things I loved about being an engineer, but I get to be on the construction side, which really felt more natural to me. So went from there to now Pepper, and frankly, 2 really great firms. I just knew I wanted to keep moving up. I didn't want to just make one. The first thing I wanted was to make an impact on my local community, and I always worked at large firms that weren't doing a ton of work locally here in Chicago. So I wanted to have my focus here. And then 2, I wanted to make an impact at the company level, not just the office and project level. So Pepper called me, took them 1.5 years. I came over, and I've been really happy, and they've been really, really supportive of my career, the industry, and just trying to do better.
How can we attract the new set of talent to our space? Whether it's not just women, it's obviously minority groups. How do you retain them as well? And things that work in some of our clients, and our clients are VCs, they are big construction firms, they are it could be like a Contech business like Alice Technologies. And so I'll be delving into that, what works on the client side. So what you can do is people hiring, but also what we can do as recruiters or role models to attract more people to our industry, which is
through family office roles, helping them to create customized impact investment portfolios. So found my way away from traditional finance into sustainable finance. And for me, I was really drawn to the idea that you could use skills acquired through traditional finance roles to address major problems that exist. And so I got really focused on climate. And that was something that I was really kind of driven by and inspired by. So
might know the difference between this. Obviously, role models is important, mentorship is important, but there's also sponsorship. And I'm not just talking about sponsoring someone, give them capital. It's human. It's the social capital you can give them. It's when, if we're having a conversation tomorrow at the conference saying, oh, actually, I know this person from out of sector, they have, they'd be great in this role, but they don't actually tick any of those boxes, but they probably could do it. It's I think if someone has an ability to learn about sector, you mentioned you didn't come from the sector, you doing a pretty good job, aren't you? So there's all these different things which I think everyone on the panel actually gets involved in, but it's not just us at these groups. Like, we are all here because we want to be here. It's getting other people in our business to attend these events, join communities, and sort of raising awareness. And yes, sorry, I could go on for ages, but I'm conscious of time, so I'll sort of hand back to you guys as well.
That we've hired recently have been, they were the best candidates for the role, but we made a point to make sure our funnel was diverse. And so we've just brought on 2 female senior associates. We'll probably bring on another partner soon, and it's just something that we think it matters, because I think because we're a more diverse team, we tend to source more diverse companies. It's that simple. It's like I have other GPs or venture firms that call me when they need to source candidates, and they would all be dying to hire, to have access to this room. All of these like female who have technical backgrounds and industry expertise and so forth. So it's an interesting perspective that I get, because I get calls from all of them all the time trying to access these pools of talent because they can't right now.
With a woman before, and it affects because can you sell? You may not have construction experience, so I don't think I want to hear it from you. I'll probably speak to this dude who has boots on the ground experience. So.
In manufacturing, we switched the handoff between shifts and eliminated lunch with about 1 day paid lunch with about 2 weeks of notice for the hourly wage employees. And management didn't even understand why then everybody was so against the change, why there was so much resistance to adopting anything new. And I see that a lot in construction as well, that the people that are charged with applying new technology, implementing new change, tend to not be the ones that feel the biggest pain when it goes wrong. And so I think having empathy for the people that are actually on the field, on your job site, and understanding no matter what.
Change with technology, but the foundation of that is really our people.
Being one of the only, one of few female VPs at the company, they'll often come to me and say, hey Jen, I need some advice on this situation. And I love that they do that. They're like, I recognize that my female employee, I might have to handle the situation different with them. Can you give me some advice? And then they'll actually follow up with me and say, what's my next step in follow-up? And they learn from that. Because if no one's told them, they don't know any different. I don't think any males are doing anything wrong. I'm sure there's some, just like us, that are doing things on purpose, but in general, they just don't know what they don't know. So don't be afraid to leverage your female leaders in the industry to either connect people or to provide you feedback to help you be a better
logistic thing.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Cordero de Teredo. My advice is let other people tell you no. Don't say no to yourself. So even if you don't check all the boxes, know that leadership takes many different forms and you can learn on the job. So go for it. You belong.
Hello everyone. I'm Antonia Soler, Tech Office Director for the Hilti Group, and together with my friend Julieta Moraday, partner at Home Team Ventures, we are building a global community of women in Contech. We are doing this to bring together investors, startups, construction companies, and manufacturing companies to help women succeed and move the industry forward. If you want to learn more, if you want to join one of our events, please check out the link below, follow us, reach out to us, and we will be very happy to meet you.
A lot of people in the construction industry who have the similar background as me. They're not from the industry, their parents aren't from the industry, their aunts and uncles aren't from the industry, so they're first time getting educated on not only the technical aspects of this job, but the political aspects of this job are for the first time navigating that alone. And it takes really someone above you to really pull you up into where your potential is, because you may not have the connections or the education or the experience to do it on your own. That's why this event, Women in Contech, is so vital to the industry, because we've taken the 3 pillars of innovation, which is finance, venture capital, adoption, which is the demand of technology and innovation, and then the suppliers of those. And that's what this room is, or the 3 pillars of construction innovation. And specifically around women in construction, because there's such a blue ocean of strategy and innovation that's going to be born from moments like this that the construction industry has not had access to because of it being so homogenous in its demographics. That's what we're here to shake up.